Yo, what's going on, my man? You remember me? Cause I'm back. All right. Those motherfuckers from the future. You know, those cyber assholes. You know, they tried to put me in some sort of future prison or something like that. But you know, you can't keep a strong boy down. You know, you just can't. I got out of there, and you know what? You know what? I took some gifts with me. Oh, yes! Let's get down to this, you know? You know, they arrested me, they put me in their cyber prison for, you know, this exact reason. But you know what? I don't see any problem with doing it again. Nah, I'm good. How are you? Huh? How are you today? Let's get going. You know, people often ask me, you know, hey, who's your favorite author? Which author gets your dick totally hard? I'm like, well, I gotta think about that. I'm gonna have to say my man Harry Turtledove, okay? Cause he's hitting these motherfuckers out of the fucking park, you know? These alternate history books out of the fucking park, yo. That guy, he's a fucking he's got a head on his shoulders. Let me tell you that much. He's got a good brain in him. He don't got a bad brain. He's got a good. You know, he's my man. You know, peace and love. Hanging with the right crew, doing that good work, that good Christian work. Yo, straight line and all that. You know. So I just thought, you know, it's been a long time, and I just want to, you know, slip back into it. You know, the perfect way to slip back into what I'm doing is just getting back in with my boy Harry Turtledove, you know? I just gotta show some love to my boy before we're all sent off to the gulag by our fascist dictator, President Donald Trump, you know? We just gotta show some love to the OG sons, you know? So that's just what I'm doing. I'm repping my fucking boy, you know? So, you know, I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? I know what I'm doing. What are you doing? You fucking mongoloids? What? So, you know, in my boy's usual fashion, we got 3 books here, you know, just like the last series, you know. We got 3 books, okay? And these books, they cover the period after the First World War, you know, the Great War, okay? So, if you've read that last series or you've watched my video, guys, come on now. Let's bump those views up, you know. Like and subscribe, okay? Let's go. Can I get 1,000 likes on this video? Please. Can I get 1,000 likes? If I do, I will fucking circumcise myself, okay? Anyway, as you do, you got 3 of these books here, okay? Just like the last series. And they cover the period after the Great War, you know. The South got the shit beat out of them, okay? It was not a fun time, you know. They didn't have a fun time, you know. They got the shit beat out of them from the Northerners, you know, the Union and such, the U.S., the damn Yankees, and you know they got the Black rebellions going on, and you know shit's not happening, you know, shit's not going good, you know. People are like, damn son. Shit's not tight here. It covers the interwar period, as it would be, you know, the 20s and 30s and such. So we got first book here, Blood and Iron. We got Blood and Iron. We got The Center Cannot Hold, and we got The Victorious Opposition. So we got the whole period here, you know. It's quite a substantial amount of time, you know, because the last series, you know, was what, like 5 years at most, you know. Let's see, 4, 15, 16, 17, like around 5 years. This is like, what is it, like 10 years? No, not even, like, shit, man, at least like 20 or so years, you know, right here. How's this compare? He's got a shortened you know, stuff's gotta happen. Because stuff is kicking off in this series, okay? I mean, I can't fault the last series. You know, I had a lot of fun and it was, you know, I had a lot of good times in the last series, but come on now. You know, it was just a lot of fighting and battles, and, you know, it was interesting, you know, showing, you know, playing around with the idea. You know, that's never not interesting, okay? But, you know, it was a lot of the warfare and all that. In this one, there's no wars really going on. I mean, there is a war, but, you know, it's kind of a, you know, a pussy war, but, you know, there isn't a big war like the Great War. And so in this new series, in this the American Empire series, as it's known, American Empire series, the new series, we follow a lot of the same characters as in the last series, the American Front series. You know, we follow some of the same, and we follow some new characters, you know, who come from all walks of life. You know, congressmen, congresspeople, and presidents and spies and just normal everyday people, you know, sailors, soldiers, stuff like that, you know, just normies and stuff like that. Characters, returning characters, we got some new characters, we got some returning characters who die halfway through the series and then their kids they pick up. So we're really heading through this, you know, we got a broad spectrum of characters. At the end of the Great War, you know, America wins. The U.S. wins. It beats, you know, the Allies, you know, Britain, France, and the Confederates. They're on top, you know. Okay, they got the gold medal. All right, and they say, well, I want Canada, so they take Canada. They say to the Confederates, all right, we want some of your territory, so they take Kentucky. They take Oklahoma, which is called Sequoia in the book. They take part of Texas and call it the state Houston or whatever. They take some of the Mexican territories from the Confederates. They take, yeah, I'm pretty sure they take some of Virginia. So they take all that land. They say, all right, Confederacy, we're not going to conquer you all because that would be fucking insane. I mean, we couldn't do that. So they take all the territory and they say, all right, pay us reparations. Wink, wink. All right, we're going to cut your military down. Wink, wink. You can't have an Air Force. Wink, wink. You can't have really any Navy or you can't have any submarines. Wink, wink. You can't have any tanks. Wink, wink. So basically, the Confederates are Germany. In our time, they're Germany, basically. So how's this going to go? Well, it's not going to go pretty good. I'd say that much. So we get a character from the last series, the American Front series. You know, we got one of the guys from the Confederacy, a character we followed from the Confederacy, and he's you know, he's not very happy about this. Okay, and you know, you can tell right off the bat, he's gonna be the Hitler. He's gonna be the Hitler of this time. You know, and his name is Jake Featherston. Wow. What a name. You know, Harry, you know, I love you, man, but, you know, what the fuck is with that name? When you think of, you know, you're trying to create a parallel to Hitler, you know, he's from the Confederacy, and you're trying to create a parallel to Hitler, you know, I mean, before Hitler was, you know, the Führer, the Chancellor of Germany, you know, he was just Adolf Hitler, you know, just a normal guy name, you know. Afterwards, you know, it's elevated into this name of, you know, evil, like it has an aura around it, you know. Even, you know, Hitler is just like the, you know, Hitler. Even Adolf, you know, I wouldn't say there are many people named Adolf, even though it's just his first name, you know, it's, yeah. So, you know, when you're creating your parallel to Hitler, you want to get, you just want to get a name that sounds a little more, has a little more behind it than Jake Featherston? What the fuck kind of name is that? So, yeah, I mean, a lot of, you know, he does some bad shit, you know, as the series progresses. I mean, you know, spoilers, you fuckers. But, as the series progresses, he turns into, the Hitler. But that name just doesn't connect. It's kind of a disconnect when you're reading about his rise to power. Just what kind of fucking name is that? What the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ. His stories, his parts within the book, because as the last series is, they're all split. Each chapter is split between a certain number of characters, and that's shown from their perspective. Each chapter advances some months or years within the book, and even reading along through the chapter, time advances quite dramatically, because it's a long period of time. It's like 20 or so years to get from the first war to the next war, which that's exciting. I have to admit, I haven't even begun reading the books for the next war, which is gonna be crazy. The next series is gonna be crazy. So you got some time to fill in between, though. It's time to fill for this series. It's a few years. The last series only had to cover like 4 or 5 years or so. 4 or 5 years. This series has to cover like 20 or so years. So, you got some writing to do. You got some stuff that needs to go on in a short amount of time. You got a longer amount of time you got to cover in the same amount of books. So you got to rush it. But I would say this is probably my favorite of all the books in this whole overall arc I've read. Even though there's not a lot of, there is a lot of action. I mean, a lot of stuff happens, but there isn't like a very important war going on. But it's more interesting. It's intrigue and political maneuvering and advancements in technology, and it's very interesting. I have to give it to Harry. He knows his history, and you gotta know your history to write your own history. Because alternate history is, you need to know enough about history to break it. I can't remember where that's from. I think that's from something like you need to know the rules to break the rules or something like that. You got to know history to break history, to mess with it. Very interesting. Fuck, that guy's got it going. Harry, you got it going, yo. Hell yeah, boy. Hell yeah. So as you may figure out, shit goes south in this new series. The Confederates, who, granted, they had slaves and they fought to have slaves, and they won and they kept slaves, and then they basically had shitty conditions for black people and stuff like that. They weren't nice people, but they turn into even worse people after Jake Featherston takes control, because he leads this political party called the Freedom Party, which is Nazis, and they rise to power in what would be a parallel to the Nazis' rise to power. And this also, they're basically fascists, basically. And this also happens with France and Britain, which also got shafted in the First World War. So Germany wins in Europe, and the U.S. wins in the Americas, and so France gets shafted, Britain gets shafted, not as hard as the other Confederates and the French, but they get shafted pretty hard. So everyone's kind of bitter about all that. The French and British are switched on the other side, so they're the totalitarians, and the Germans and the U.S. are allied, and they're on the side of democracy or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. You can always count on Harry bringing out the good shit. The good mind twists. Fucking man, yo, leading that life, yo. Fuck yeah, boy. Fuck yeah. I think I like this format more of just reviewing the overall series. I was thinking about reviewing each book one by one, but as I thought about it more, that would just take too much time. I'm lazy. Give me a fucking break. I was in fucking interdimensional prison, okay? Give me a fucking break. You know, I'm just gonna review the whole series, get all my thoughts out on one go, you know? So I didn't have that much to say about this series, but, you know, I liked it a lot. You know, I highly recommend it. I'm moving on to the next series. You know, this series, it's going to be about World War II, the Harry Turtledove, you know, it's continuation. There's 4 books, you know. I'm looking forward to it, you know. So catch me back. I got some more books coming, okay? I'm back. I'm back, motherfuckers. I ain't going nowhere now, okay? You can try and drag me off to prison, but I ain't going, alright? I'm here to fucking stay. Y'all? Y'all think you can beat me? Fuck y'all! Fuck y'all, bitch! I'm here, son! Cuz, take me away. Fucking slap those irons on my wrist. I'll break the chain. I'm back, baby. I'm back to rock your world, you fuckers. So you better watch out. Son? Fuck y'all.